Yeah, yeah. Yo, PeacH is in the building. PeacH is in the building. Brah, brah, brah. La, la, la. So this was like, yo, I had my boy supposed to come on here, you get me? Charlie Royal. But like, Charlie Royal's taking a sickie, playing hooky. You get what I'm saying? Homeboy's like, yo, nowhere to be seen. It's like last night was just too much fun. So like, homeboy's like, yo, forgot about them things still. But yo, I got my man up in the place, you know. Straight up, my man.
PeacH is in the building. PeacH is in the building. Rah rah rah. Chicka chicka. Rah rah rah.
Mozzie's in the building. Mozzie's in the building. Rah, rah, rah. Chicka, 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 la, la, la. What are you saying, Mozzie?
Mate, I'm good. I'm good. My body clock's just messed up. I don't know what it's like for you, but it don't seem like 2 o'clock in the afternoon here.
No, Bridget, it's like what 8 something o'clock here, dog, and it don't seem like it.
Yeah.
Yo, no, I hear that. I
I
hear that.
know. I
But you know
think.
what? You know what I hear on Monday? On Monday, it's gonna be a new type of day
I
because
know.
we're gonna be holding something by Monday. You get what
I
I'm
know.
saying?
Yeah, it's coming home. It's coming home.
Uh,
I know.
it,
No.
the stars are aligned. I watched the video, Mozzie, with like Southgate and the man them like just like going through training and like doing silly things like throwing water balloons in the pool and like playing like some driving arcade games and like enjoying themselves. And
Yeah,
that's what I
exactly, mate.
think. Yeah, that's what I think is our MO. We're enjoying ourselves. It's not like too rigid. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, mate. I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
yeah,
Like what the boys on West Ham Fan TV Friday Night Pint said yesterday. It's like the nation's coming together. It's no club rivalry. Everyone's
yeah,
supporting it, and uh,
yeah,
the, as everyone said, mate, the Italy defence is to get got at. They're experienced. They're great defenders. But the one thing what age cut you can't defend is pace, and we've got that in
yeah.
abundance. So
And that honestly, that's gonna be our lightning because like their two center halves are like 34, 35, or to
yeah,
37 and thing. And it's like, yo, when you get somebody like Raheem the Dream or like Foden or Grealish, like Bellingham,
yeah,
there's so Sancho, there's so many options. Like it's
yeah.
madness.
Luke Shaw and Carl Walker,
Yeah.
they're hitting their peak, mate. Yeah, they're doing so
Revelations.
yeah, they're doing so well. They're doing so well, and
Revelations, man.
but it, who would have thought it though? Everyone says it. West Ham Fan TV said it. I think we've said it. If someone said after Russia that a West Ham player and a Leeds player will be running the midfield for England, I think we all would have laughed, wouldn't we, mate?
Not many, man. Yo, at the first jump, man, and like Phillips, he has that physicality about him. Like he just gets physical, like Olivia Newton-John, dog. He gets physical. And it's like Rice. We all know what Rice can do, especially you, me, and like all the West Ham fans there. They know what Rice can do. And Rice has been shackled a bit, but he's still performed to top potential in the position that
Yeah.
Southgate wants him to play.
Everyone slagged him off. Oh, he's only passing sideways. He's only doing this, but he's doing
Yeah,
his job, mate. 6 games,
yeah,
1 goal conceded. Like, what else can you
yes.
ask for? Do you know what I mean?
You can't ask for anything more. It's like, no, you can't ask for anything more. It's like your girl asks you to bring her like a cup of tea with 2 biscuits and you bring three. It's like you can't ask her no more, man. And it's like
Depends
on the
what biscuit.
side,
I'm joking.
when you're digestive, dog. Digestive or hobnob, dog. How do you mean?
Yeah, I
How do
know.
you mean, man?
Or a
Yo, the
bourbon. I
hobnob.
like a bourbon. I'm not gonna lie, Peach. I like a
Word,
bourbon.
no, word up. I've mucked around with like some of them still boy beans, yeah. But like I like the hobnob with like the milk chocolate on top, dog.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the yo. That's my
But
thing,
Peach,
man.
look how younger I look. I went and had like full shave, haircut this morning, yeah. And I walked past Greg's and got Greg's sausage rolls.
What? What?
Yeah, mate.
Yo, I'll show you something still. My mom makes better sausage rolls than Greg's, dog. Straight up.
Oh, no.
My mom
But,
makes like sausage
oh,
rolls, like and yo, when we watch the England match, dog, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna have we're going posh, dog. We're going posh. We're gonna have like some prosecco. We're gonna have
Prosecco.
like some
Yes.
yes, Bridget. We're gonna have some prosecco, like the cheap man's like champagne. Then we're gonna
Strawberries.
have go on.
Strawberries.
No strawberries, Doc. We don't muck around like them ways there still. We're having like some rye bread with some cream cheese, some
Yeah.
capers,
Yeah.
and some salmon locks on top, Doc. Yo, with like some red onions and like a
Yeah.
drizzle a bit of lemon on that. Done no. We're having that. We're having sausage rolls. We're having chicken wings. And we're having ribs. So it's like, yo, we're bringing it all together, dog.
Yeah. No,
That's a Sunday, dog. That's a Sunday, dog.
I think we've got all the side accessories. So we've got the peanuts,
Yep.
pork scratchings, everything.
Oh
Again,
yes, please.
yeah. um,
Yes, please. I love me some pork scratchings, man, because they just want to make me drink more.
oh, you can't beat a pork scratching.
You can, and like when I went to the United States in Florida, I remember going to this one bar. They don't call them pubs; they call them bars. And I went to this one bar, and it's like they had like just a bowl of like pork scratchings that you could just
Yeah.
snack on while you're drinking. Oh my days!
Yeah.
It was mad, man. It
Yeah.
was mad. It was mad, man.
Robert and Luke are in the chat. Get in. Afternoon.
Yes. Hello, ladies, and hello, guys. Don't know. Yeah, man. No, trust me, man. Like, yo, we're gonna
When
run
you
this
come,
on Sunday,
Robert's
man.
asked PeacH, when you come in England next year?
Oh, yeah, yeah. It has to be, man.
We'll we'll
Yeah,
we'll
it
we'll,
has to
we'll,
be.
we'll live in PeacH's pub for a week. I'll book a week off work as in Duke's pub for a week. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll live there.
Peach's Wonderland in the Bulldog. Peach's Wonderland at the Bulldog. How do you mean, man? It's gonna be live up, man. But like Sunday's gonna even be more live up than that because like I don't know your take on it. Like I know you guys did like a preview match show, this and that, but I know everybody kind of has reserved opinions that they want to like lay down. Like I think it's gonna be a drubbing. I think we're gonna like do them in large.
I reckon 3-0 or 3-1.
See, so you're on the same wavelength. A lot of people are saying it's gonna be cagey and a bit
Yeah,
like tit for tat, but no, I'm looking at like yeah, I'm saying 4-1, man.
like it. I would
Oh, I'd
love
love
Rice
to
to
see that.
score. I would love Rice to score. I would
The
love Rice
winner.
to score.
I
Yeah,
want Rice to score. Like if it's 4-1, I want Rice to score the fourth goal. If it's 3-1, I want Rice to score the third goal. Like, yeah,
yeah.
man. It has
Yeah,
to be, man.
the only thing what worries me, but I think the defense has proved well, is
Yep.
obviously their forward line is a bit strong, but I think Phillips and Rice have got will have Jorginho and people like that. They'll have the physical, physicality to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I'm feeling confident, mate. And yeah, like you said, the back five, including the goalkeeper, have been solid. So I don't feel anything back then. The only criticism what I had, but was I thought Pickford should have done better with the Denmark goal. But apart from that, he's been solid. Um, it hates
Yeah,
for
but
me to say it, but I'm not Maguire's biggest fan, but he's done well.
me
He's a
neither.
threat in the box, but I I have to put my hands up. I've been proved wrong, and
Yeah,
like you said, we're
yeah,
a nation, and we're all together. And like you said, mate, it's coming home.
yeah. Like it is coming home, and like I agree with you. I'm not Maguire's biggest fan. I'm not Henderson's biggest fan, but they haven't put a foot wrong, so I can't say anything against that. Like they've
The
done
only thing
well.
for me is you can have your say. Me and Gatesy are doing a preview show at 5
Yeah,
for tomorrow as well. But like it's like who'd you play? Like, does Saka still merit his chance? Probably not.
Yes,
I thought Sterling was a lot better on the right. So could Grealish come in and on the left, and then have Sterling out on the right? Like he's got so many good choices to make, and whatever decision he makes, I'll back him. But it's a tough choice.
I'd like to see those three. I'd like to see Saka on the right, Sterling on the left, and Grealish in the middle. I would love to see that. If that goes on, I don't know, but I would love to see that.
Yeah.
And I would love to see Kane start, but I would love to see Calvert-Lewin come on and contribute because I think he's up for it, man. I really think he's
Uh,
up for it. Yeah, he
yeah.
has a he's like
If we see, I wouldn't make dramatic changes unless we go like the Ukraine, like 3-0 up. I'd make
yeah,
changes because 2 goals is such a dangerous scoreline, and if we make them changes
yeah,
early, it could bite us. And the
yeah,
way I see it is, I think they're just going to be playing on so much confidence. Obviously,
and
we've both had
adrenaline.
extra
Yeah,
time. They've had an
yeah,
extra day's rest, but our squad's a lot younger and fitter, so
yeah,
I don't see that. I don't see that being a problem, mate. It's just going to be such a good. I'm getting up early.
yeah,
I'm really going to enjoy the day, and like what everyone says, mate. On Thursday at work, I was just like agitated. I was like
yeah,
walking up and down. I was like,
yeah.
I'm just every day, and I think I'm going to
Just
struggle to sleep
patient.
later.
Yeah, no, and it's like for West Ham supporters, this is like a FA Cup final to us. You know what I mean? And it's like this is the European Cup for England, dog. Like this is massive.
I
Like
know.
I know you always go on about like how West Ham's massive and England's massive and this that, but this is fucking massive. Like we're in the finals of a European Cup. When have you ever seen England be in the finals in your lifetime?
No, mate.
Never, never.
I can't even remember us getting to well, apart from 2018. I was a bit young for
Yeah,
'96. I was
yeah,
two. I was only 5. So yeah, I've not
yeah.
even experienced. All I've seen is Portugal,
That's it.
Portugal twice, Germany,
Yeah,
Brazil. Like
yeah,
it's heartbreaking. It's
yeah, man.
heartbreaking.
Greece. Like what the? Yeah, man. Trust me, man.
But no, I'm
Trust
feeling
me.
positive. I'm feeling positive, and like
Me too, man.
Italy coming out saying, "Oh, England are only there what they are because they've had home advantage." Like what
Oh,
everyone said,
whatever.
France have won it twice when they've hosted tournaments. But I mean, like, do you know what I mean? It is what it is,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm just buzzing, mate. I'm absolutely buzzing for
It's
tomorrow.
almost like they're saying those things because they already know they're gonna lose. So it's like, oh well, yeah, they've only done so well because they got home advantage. No, no, no. Like they already know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. The man them knows
But
what's gonna happen. It's
but
coming
PeacH, you're
home,
exactly
dog.
you're exactly the same as me. Yeah, it's like tomorrow I'm an England supporter, but soon as that whistle finishes on Monday, don't like Grealish no more. Don't like Kane no
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
It's exactly.
Bugger
But
off all of them, though. Bugger off
but
all of them. Like it was cute. It was cute seeing like Mason Mountain Rice doing their video things like Chelsea West Ham. That was cute for now. It was cute seeing like Saka and Harry Kane like just like arms around one another like no rivalry. Yeah, that was cute for now. Yo, when this shit is done, it's back to business, dog. It's back to Hammer's business, dog. And the best thing I heard was like Rice in a press. We're in a press conference. He was on Talk Sport, and he was
oh,
saying
did you see it? Yeah, you saw it.
how much he missed, like not being at West Ham with the man them. Like that shows you he's West Ham through and through, man. I don't care what people say. Homeboy showed he was homesick. Like, yo,
Yeah,
man, we love Declan, and Declan loves us, man. Straight up.
he's not going anywhere.
Nowhere, nowhere. And then like I heard two rumors where after like that Daya or whatever his name is, I don't
Dia,
know where oh he plays in France because France are like on the slip right now. So it's like the Daya kid, that beast of a man, he's like 6'6" or something. Uh, Wancha or whatever his name is, we're after him,
can
and then apparently we're after getting Areola on a loan. Like, yo, yes, please. Yes,
Uh,
please. I'll take all
I,
3 of them, dog.
I love your optimism, PeacH, but I'm not saying nothing no more until it's over the line. We've been disappointed. Like we done well last season, but like
Yeah,
it's I'm not getting ahead of myself because we've been promised so much, and we've until they're over the line, I don't believe it. Like Ariola, he could change his mind. He could go, "What? You're
word
only
up.
offering me 40. You're only offering me 40 grand a week. No, I'm going to stay at PSG because I'm on 42." You don't know what these
I know,
people are
but
like.
Mozzie, what you have to remember, dog, we've never been in this position, really. Like, we're offering Premier League and Europa. So it's like we're a more attractive club now to come to. So it's like these men might be looking at it like, okay, yeah, this isn't the West Ham fighting
Yeah,
relegation. This is the West Ham, like, like top 6 and in Europa. Like, and you got the League Cup, FA Cup, all them things. Like, we're an attractive like look now, man, compared to
yeah.
how we were before, man. Like, we're an attractive look. Players are gonna look at that and be like,
But
I wouldn't mind like going into this project, man.
if well, when we win tomorrow, because I'm feeling confident,
Yes,
Rice's transfer valuation is going to go up another 20, 30 million. So that's easy 150.
skyrocket, don't know.
Easy.
Yeah, yeah. At the least,
Any,
at the least.
any player's transfer fee, any English player who's in that squad, their transfer value goes up by at least 30%. Each of them,
Yeah,
every single one of
yeah,
them. Even
yeah.
Connor Cody, who's not played, he's a European champion. His money will go up. Anyone,
Oh,
Ramsdale,
100. Yeah,
Ramsdale, he's flipping shitty Sheffield United, probably the worst goalkeeper ever, but his value is
yeah.
going to go up. Like it's everyone. But no, I'm feeling confident, mate. I'm feeling very confident, and
No, me too, dog.
it's just another day where the nation comes together, and I dread to think what it's going to be like when that final whistle goes, the emotion and
Bro, it's gonna
everything.
be
And
mad. It's like it's gonna be like my father watched the 1966 World Cup at my mom's mother's place, and that was on Raynham Road there, and like he said, there wasn't a car on the road. Like when the match was going, there wasn't a car on the road. Everything was quiet. Like it was
yeah,
nuts, and like when the goals went in, it was like all this jubilation of sound just came from everywhere. Like, and that's what's gonna happen on Sunday. It's gonna be recreated. Yo, this is coming home, dog. This is coming home, dog.
it's coming
And
home,
this man
PeacH. It's
brought it
come.
home the first time. Rice is gonna bring it home the second time. You watch, man.
Yeah, I'm buzzing.
Yeah,
I
me
really
too,
am.
man. Me too, man. Listen, Mozzie, thank you for coming on, dog. We'll end it here, like just short and sweet. Give the people like a bit
Yeah.
of Mozzie, a bit of PeacH. You get me?
And
Homeboy has
if
to do his
anyone's
two
if
things.
anyone's around at 5 o'clock, me, Gatesy, and I think Steve may be on as well. So we're previewing the show in more detail. Oh, here he is talking to Devil.
He always comes up. You see what I'm saying? He appears from nowhere.
I know.
How are
You
we
need
doing,
an
gentlemen?
haircut, mate. You need an haircut, mate.
I know, it's getting a bit long, isn't it?
You should have done me this morning. Look, see.
No,
I'll
you need
get,
a PeacH, dog. You need a PeacH, dog. That's what you need, dog. You need a PeacH, dog. Straight up.
I'll
How
get
are you,
onto my
Gacy?
barber, my stylist.
How are you, mate? You good?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad.
What are you saying for tomorrow? You feeling it?
Yeah, you got the video message I sent you the other day, yeah?
Yes.
I'm sticking to my score prediction, 2-0 England.
A win
Like
is a
it.
win is a win is a win.
Can't back
And
down.
what Mozzie was saying like 3-0, 3-1. I'm saying like 4-0, 4-1. Like, yeah.
I
I
think
think we're
4-1
gonna give
would
him
be
a
very,
drubbing,
very...
man.
I don't know. The Italians are usually very strong defensively. I think any team that score more than two goals against them is doing well. I think 2
Yeah, but
would
they're
be...
old. They're old. They're like they need Zimmer frames, dog. They need
They're
wheelchairs,
They're
dog. They're
experienced
old,
people.
man.
They're not old. They're not old. They're
They are
experienced.
old. Brenton, what are you talking?
Right,
37
Pete,
years old in
Pete,
football isn't
Pete,
old?
Pete.
Come on, man.
One of West Ham's best player is Italian, and he's 34 years of age.
Yeah, but that's the
So
Og
forget
Fiver.
that. Forget that. Forget that. I'm talking about like World
You
Cup
can't,
things,
you
dog.
can't,
These
you
are
can't,
all
you can't forget that,
international.
Pete. You can't forget that. You can't forget that. The Italians are like fine wine; they get better with age.
Like wine.
And Andrea Pirlo was still sort of like tearing it up at 37.
I don't care. We got pace. They don't. Ha. We got pace. They don't. We're gonna run rings around them, dog. Rings around them.
Timing beats speed,
Doing like
PeacH.
pirouettes and all them
beats
things.
speed.
Anyway, right. I've got. Where's he gone?
Just he's having a wander.
Yeah, there he is. Right, we was just ending it. I don't know if you need to do it. I need to go out before our show gates. I need to pop out and do some shopping. So I'll see you later.
This is the second segment.
Well, mate, I'll see you about 5.
Segment.
Yeah, no worries.
Like,
see you later. Bye-bye.
Gates, you know. Big up, Mozzie. In the building.
Later,
How you mean? One love, man. How you mean? Now, then there was 2. Uh-oh. What do you do? Then there was 2. So you're saying it's going to be like a tight, rigid, cagey, like ragged match? Yeah?
Yeah, as I said on the message I sent you, I think it will be a 0-0 half time. I think it will be a really cagey chess match type game. Both teams will be sort of like just feeling each other out. We'll get to half time at 0-0. And I can see somewhere around about the hour mark, Harry Kane popping up, banging it in 1-0.
Yeah.
It will still be a little bit sort of like still in the balance. Both teams will be, you know, creating chances, but not quite being able to capitalise. But I think in about the last 10 minutes, Italy will realise that they'll have to sort of like hit the accelerator a bit and roll the dice. That will leave gaps at the back. That will leave spaces for people like Raheem Sterling to exploit. And I think he'll get the second goal. And that will be the game done.
Good analogy. I think you're going to see everything what you said in like the first half an hour. And then I think it might go into halftime 2-0. They might get a goal back. Hopefully not, but I think they will. And then I see us putting like 2 more behind them, man. I got that feeling that it's going to be, you know, when you watch those games, Gatesy, and it's like there's a goal out of nowhere. And then there's another goal out of nowhere. And you're like, what the? I have a feeling it's going to be one of those matches. I hope I'm right. But I do hear what you say as well. Like, it might be one of those matches where the first half seems like it took 450 million minutes rather than just 45 minutes. Do you know what I mean? So I do see that as well. I'm just hoping that I see goal after goal, and then, you know, we might get put on the back foot, and then goal, and then another goal, tie it up. I really hope so. I hope it's one of those matches, but I understand where you're coming from, because it could be one of those matches too. 100%.
I just hope the crowd play their part. I hope the crowd play their part and really get behind the team.
They always do, don't they?
I hope. I don't want to see what we saw the other night. I mean, you know, the booing of the national anthem of the opposition team. It's just.
Oh no, that was childish.
Totally unnecessary.
Childish.
It's totally unnecessary, and at the end of the day, it just makes England to other people around the world that are watching it. It just makes us look like a bunch of idiots. Quite honestly. Yeah. You know, you don't have to hear the opposition national anthem. Just you know, keep your mouth shut, keep quiet, and just, because at the end of the day, right? If you know what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
When we like it when we have our national anthem booed? No, we don't. No. So you know,
there's always that one prick. There's always that one prick, even in like moment of silence things. There's always that one prick that'll be like, woo, or like just do something stupid, and it's like it took a bunch of pricks to like boo a national anthem. You don't do that. Like, that's somebody's home. You don't diss their home, dog. Like, I don't care who you are. You don't do that is disrespect in the highest form for me. Like, I do not agree with it. I don't abide by it. I think it's childish. I think it's on some kindergarten things, like year 1 things. Piss off, man. Like, you're ruining the game by doing that, man.
Yeah, yeah, and you're just making, you know, your country. You're letting, by doing that, you're letting your country down. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, and you're
You're
leaving yourself
making
open
your
to be
country look
made
like
to
a
look
bunch
like
of
fools, man.
assholes. So
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I don't agree with that. Who do you? It's something that I think I will agree with you on. Well, I agree with you on that 100%. But something I don't think I'll agree with you on is who do you think is going to be the main source of energy, the main threat to the Italians on Sunday?
Saka.
See, that's how I said. I knew I wouldn't agree with you. I think it's going to be Grealish, man. If he comes
I
on
don't.
as a sub
I
or
don't.
if he
I don't think
starts.
he's starting. I don't think he's starting. He might come on as a sub, but he's not going to start.
I know, but you said, didn't you? You said that Southgate has been mixing it up. Like people that say he's gone with the winning team and kept playing the same players. That's not true. He switched it up just a little bit each time. You don't see this as being like a chance for Grealish that everybody's been calling out for to start and have a blinder.
He's got a chance, PeacH. I mean, I can't sit here and say that I know the 11 that Gareth Southgate's going to put out. I can
Yeah,
make a fairly reasonable guess of it being Pickford, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Shaw, Phillips, Rice, Saka, Mount, Sterling, and Kane. The only
see, so
one that I
I
possibly
take out
think
Mount and put in Grealish. I take out Mount and put in Grealish.
that's what I'm saying. I think that there's possibly a case for Mount to make way for Grealish, perhaps.
Yeah,
I hear that
yes.
Phil Foden had a minor knock in the last training session, so he's a little bit of a question mark, Phil Foden. But you know, other than that, it looks like we've got pretty much a full squad to choose from. So I don't really see that he's going to spring any major surprises like putting, say, Bellingham in or Connor Cody or Ben White, players that haven't been used, or Marcus
But
Rashford that haven't really.
if he did, would that excite you? If he did do that, would that excite you, or would you be
I
more
think it
on
would
the
worry
side
me.
of why are you going to muck around with the winning
Yeah,
team?
I think it would worry me because it's like, I mean, let's just say for a moment, to be
Yep.
really to sort of like to illustrate the point, let's just suppose for a moment that he took John Stones out, who's played pretty much every minute as far as I know of the tournament, and
Yeah,
put in
yeah,
Connor Cody, who hasn't played a single minute. I'd be worried if he did that.
yeah. What wouldn't you be worried? Like, what change wouldn't worry you then?
Um, Mount dropping out for Grealish wouldn't concern me.
Yes.
Saka dropping
Yeah.
out for Sancho wouldn't concern me. Or if he dropped out Saka, moved Sterling to the right, and put in Rashford, that probably wouldn't concern me because I think
Yeah.
then you're sort of
Yeah.
like you're swapping pace for pace, but you've got the more experience with Rashford.
And you know what,
Um,
KC? When you say that, I think you're onto something because I think the way of us beating this Italian team is on pace. I don't rate Sterling, but no, sorry, not Sterling. I don't rate Rashford. But Rashford has pace, and I think pace is going to be their kryptonite. I really do.
yeah, I mean that's fair to say that we've got the advantage in the pace department against their backline. But as I say, their backline has experience, PeacH. They've played against players with pace in Serie A many times. I mean, that, you know, the sort of like one of the best strikers in Europe, Lukaku. I mean, he's pretty quick over
Yeah,
sort of like 20 yards or so. So and
yeah,
they've come across him many times. So, and there's lots of other players in Serie A that they've come across with pace, and they deal with them week in, week out. So
yeah,
we're not going to have really an awful lot that they're not going to have seen before. Whether they can deal with it over 90 minutes consistently, that's going to be the key. So we'll find out
yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah, yeah. You made a lot of sense right there because they do deal with it week in, week out, like Benucci and next man there, like they deal with it week in, week out. They do. But will they be able to deal with it for 90 minutes? We'll see. We need to be creative. We need to be creative, man. And I think that this England squad does have the ability to show their pace, but also be creative. So
We need to
hoping
play
for the
with
best.
no fear, PeacH. We need to play as we need to play the players that are in
Yes.
front of us, not the occasion, not the
Yeah.
history, or
Yes.
any other aspect. We need to just go out there and say they are 11 men,
That game. Yep.
and if we kick them up in the air, they'll get a bruise. They'll
Yep.
cry out in pain and roll around and all
Yep.
that. They're just players the same as us. That there's nothing that they can do that we can't. We've just got to make sure that what they can do, we do better.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're 100%. And Toby, even like he's onto something. Toby, like as well as yourself, like Saka's been a revelation for England.
Mm.
His fearlessness, his pace, his vision. It's like doesn't he play left back for Arsenal? And he's playing
Yes.
like right attacking midfielder for us.
Yeah.
Like that's what I like about Southgate. He's mixing it up. It's like you want a curry, but you're getting like a curry and like a Chinese takeaway at the same time. Like
Yeah.
it's madness. It's
And,
but I like that. I like that. I like that he's mixing it up. Like
but
and you've seen the promise of it. Like Saka, he looks magic, man. He looks absolute
yeah,
magic.
the trick is, PeacH, when you think that
Yes,
your opposition knows all of the answers, change the
yes.
question.
What do you mean? What expand on that?
Well, what I'm saying is if you think your opposition knows what
Yeah,
you're going to throw at them, then you need to find something else to throw at them. And that's the thing, the beauty of the squad that we've got. If you look at not just the first 11, but the other 15 players in the squad. All
yeah.
right, take away the two goalkeepers because they're probably not going to get. So okay, you're left with 13 outfield players that all have their own different skill sets and all the rest of it. So if Saka isn't working, you can bring on Sancho. If Mount isn't working, you can bring on Grealish. If Sterling isn't working, you can bring on Rashford. If Rice isn't working, you can bring on Henderson. If Phillips isn't working, you can bring on Bellingham, and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
Shaw isn't working, you
yeah,
can bring on
yeah.
Chilwell. If Walker isn't working, you can bring on Trippier. I mean, we've
No,
got
it's
an
mad.
awful lot of strings to our bow, and as I say, this is what I'm saying is that sort of like Gareth Southgate, and he has come in for a lot of criticism, and I've had moments where I've looked at his teams. The team against Germany I looked at and just went, wow, we've got 3 attacking players and 7 defensive minded players from our outfield players. And I've got to be honest, even I was looking at that and going, I'm not so sure, but we won the game. So
Yeah,
you've got to give Southgate an awful lot of credit.
no doubt,
He's
man.
looked at teams, he's looked at their strengths, he's looked at their weaknesses, he's looked at our strengths and weaknesses, and he's managed to find a way of not only nullifying their strengths but exposing their weaknesses, and at the same time being able to sort of like reduce our weaknesses at the same time and maximize our strengths to the extent where we now find ourselves in a final, which I think if you'd have asked the most optimistic England fan, I think even the most optimistic England fan pre-tournament would have said to you, yeah, we'll make the final, no problem. I think I thought I was being quite optimistic when I said I think quarters is a realistic ambition. Semi-finals would probably require quite a bit of luck, but would not be sort of like beyond us.
Yeah,
But I couldn't see us getting to a final. And I'd like to think I'm reasonably optimistic, although realistic at the same time. So the fact that we've made a final in and of itself is a massive, massive, achievement. Whatever
no,
happens.
100%. But there was people saying that we wouldn't even get out the group stages, and I know they mostly had like a Scottish and Welsh contingency, but it's like there was most people saying like We ain't even going to get out the group stages. Well, we got out the group stages. We got to the quarterfinals. We got to the semifinals. We're going to the finals, dog. Like,
Yeah.
this is madness. This is madness, man. And you know what? The World Cup's like only a block away. Let's win this, then win the World Cup. Let's show them what the three lions are about, dog. We're not the same three lions. It's like how West Ham aren't the same West Ham, dog. There's some things going on, man. There's some things going on, and
It's all
people,
about
yo,
momentum. I mean,
we're gonna show the world. We're gonna show the world tomorrow, man. I ain't
if
even
we
business,
win,
man. I know
if we
Charlie Boy
win
will have like two
this,
different things to say, like Viva Italia and all them things, and I love that, man. Trust me, one love. You get me? But it's
if
like,
we can,
yo,
if we can
it's
win this,
coming
Pete,
home, dog. It's coming home, dog.
if we can win this, the World Cup is what, 18 months away? Because
Yep,
it's held next year in December, I believe, because it's in
yep.
obviously in
And
Qatar and they
Qatar,
can't
ain't
hold it in the summer.
it? Yep.
We can use this if we can actually, even if we don't get the job done tomorrow. As I say, the fact that we've got to a major tournament final for the first time in 55 years is a massive boost, and there'll be a lot
No,
of players that will still be around in 18 months time for the next tournament. I'd say the
we're
vast
getting the
majority of
job
these
done,
players.
Gatesy. We're getting the job done. You trust
but
me
even
on that.
but
We
even
are
if, but
getting the
even if
job
we
done.
don't but even if we
No, we
don't
are.
this
We
will
no, that's
still.
not even in my vocabulary. We're getting the job done. The job is done, dusted, delivered. Like, yo, trust me. We're getting the job is already done. Trust me. Trust me. And if it's not, y'all can like throw egg in my face and everything. But I'm showing y'all from now, there's no egg coming up in this face, dog. We're getting the job done. Mark my words, man. Mark my words. And we're going to get the job done convincingly, dog. Like just taking the piss type things, man. Real talk.
Anyway, Peach, I got to love you and leave you, my friend.
Yo, it's all good, dog. How you mean, man? I was hoping Charlie Boy would come up in the mix so we could like have like a bit of banter, like, throw two words here or there, but homeboy's on some
He's
flex
got a
thing
problem tomorrow,
still.
hasn't
So,
he?
come again?
He's got a problem tomorrow because he's got, was it English father, Italian mother, isn't it?
No, brethren, one finger in this pie, next finger in that pie. It's like, what can homeboy do? He
Well, he
said,
can't
yo,
move.
he sent me a text. He sent me a text, and he's like, you can never go against the family. So I'm like, all right, yo, I'm leaving that one out. All right, yo, bless up.
But which side of the family?
What do you think? Family things. That's like Italian things, isn't it, dog? Like, yo, you don't go against the family. Like, yo, trust me, man. Trust me. That's a Marlon Brando things right there,
Yeah.
dog.
Wake up with a horse's bit or horse's head on the pillar next to you.
Yo, Gatesy, what are you saying for today, man? What do you got planned for today?
I'm just pottering around the house and getting things sorted out here, mate. So
Why
yeah,
why is there no like third, fourth like final? I thought there was
mate,
always
it's a
like a
waste.
third, fourth
It's a
final.
waste of time. It's a waste of time game, Peach. It's the game that nobody wants to play.
So they
No
just
one,
deleted
no one goes to a World Cup saying, "Do you know what? I'd really like to play the third place playoff game."
it.
You know,
I want to
I'd,
play for the
I'd
bronze
rather
and
go out in the
silver.
group
Like,
stage, quite frankly. You know,
bronze.
what a waste of time.
Yeah.
Just losing semi-finalists a bronze medal. That's what they should do in the World Cup. It's a
Yo,
nonsense thing.
yo, you see this man's comment? Does PeacH support Canada in the World Cup? You could have some of that, dog. How do you mean support Canada? I was born here. My blood bleeds East London, dog. Like straight up. So no, I do not support Canada in the World Cup final. 100. So anyway,
What,
sorry, Gatesy. Go
what,
ahead. You're
what
doing
do
your
you
pottering around doing this, that. Yeah.
don't? So do you not even sort of like keep an eye out for Canada's results at all?
No, no,
Really?
no, no. Listen, brethren, it's like imagine if you were like in space. Well, we are in space because like we're on Earth, which is in space. But it's like so we're in space and you get born on Mars, but like everything about you is in Pluto. Well, you're from Pluto. You're not from Mars. You just got like born there. You know what I mean? It's like straight up. I know I talk funny, but I talk money. England. Get me?
Good man yourself.
All right, man. Yo, you go do your partner round.
Oh,
Big up, Amanda Grubb. Amanda Grubb. She like, yo, she's dope. Still, man. She knows
and guys,
Jacob boy, man.
drop
She
a
knows
drop a
Jacob
like
boy.
on the video. Drop a like on the
Yeah,
stream.
that would be
If you
nice.
haven't
That
done
would
it,
be nice.
subscribe to West Ham Random. And if you haven't already done it, if I may give it a plug, PeacH, drop over to Falls from Iron West Ham United and give a subscribe to us as well. Share the love.
You have to drop onto Forwards from Iron, man. Yeah, they support the Isla Fund and big up Isla every day, all day, man. Gatesy, give
Cheers,
your
buddy.
speech on here, dog. Give your speech on here, dog. Straight up.
What speech?
The Isla one, man.
What you mean sort of like in terms of sort of like the sort of fundraiser?
For
I
your
haven't got all the
channel,
planners and all that.
for what you do on your channel, dog. For what you do on your
Okay, well look,
channel.
if anybody's watching that knows the story about Isla, she's a 6-year-old girl that's fighting for her life with neuroblastoma. There's a Just Giving page. Obviously, I don't have the link here, but I can't remember what it is. But if you go to the Twitter page at Isla's Army, I've got a funny feeling it's on there. It's a Just Giving page for Isla, and basically, if anyone can put a few coppers in the tin, then I'd endorse everybody to do so, because, like I say, it's a little girl that's fighting for her life. She can't get the treatment for the cancer that she's got in the United Kingdom, so she's got to go here, there, and everywhere to get the treatment. And yeah, it's really desperate times for the family. So if anyone can help in any way, shape, or form, even if it's just in terms of just sharing one of the tweets or Facebook messages or anything pertaining to her plight, to try and get a bit more momentum behind the campaign, then any help is more than happily accepted. So, guys, if you can, those of you that come on to Falls from Iron that are watching this know the crack, and if you don't, then hop over there, because we're always banging on about it, and I make no apologies for it. If I bore people to death with it, then that's fine. But there's a little girl that needs our help, so if it's a straight choice between boring you guys or trying my best to help a 6-year-old girl that's in trouble, then I'm going to bore you to death.
Good boy. 100%, man. That's it. West Ham Random's done. Come on, England is coming home.
All right,
We're
mate.
gonna be
Look up.
we're gonna be Casey, we're gonna be celebrating on Monday, dog. Trust me.
Fingers crossed. And you never know, Boris might decide to give us a bank holiday.
Yeah, and England might decide to bring it home.
You never